Last week, the apostle left us hanging. He said, strive for the greater gift. And this week, he reveals that gift. It's love. Simple, right? But love. The Greeks used three words to talk about love. Eros, which is erotic or physical love. That's where our word erotic comes from. Philos, which is brotherly love, or the love that you have in the family. Philadelphia. We have it in the English language as well. And then he uses a word, agape. So what's the one in English that we use for agape? Our language is silent when it comes to that word. Instead, we have to use the generic word love and add qualifiers to it. Agape, that's divine love. Agape, that's pure love. Agape, that's selfless, giving love. And we all know, we're all human beings, love is very complex. And agape is at the pinnacle of that. So what in the world does agape look like? We have a really good description from the apostle. It's probably one of the most familiar scriptures in the world. He describes it, but what does it look like in action? How is it experienced by each and every one of us? And I hope to God that each and every one of us has had the opportunity to experience agape. Well, there's a person that gave a very good description, Rainier Maria Rilke, writing to a young poet on May 14th, 1904 in Rome. I'm grinning because May 14th, that's the day Mary Jo and I got married. And this is what he says. He gives a good description. The experience of loving that now disappoints so many, he's really honest, isn't he? Can actually change and be transformed from the ground up into the building of a relationship between two human beings, not just a man and a woman. He's saying, this is agape to me. And this more authentic love will be evident in the utterly considerate, gentle, and clear manner of its binding and releasing. There's the heart of it. I'm going to read that one again. And this more authentic love will be evident in the utterly considerate, gentle, and clear manner of its binding and releasing. It will resemble what we now struggle to prepare, the love that consists of two solitudes which border, protect, and greet each other. Rilke hits on a really important point about what I know and have experienced as agape. It is a love that knows when to reach out and embrace. But just as importantly, it's a love that knows when to turn loose and not cling and not hold on. That's a powerful love. Now, I also know of one more author who summed up the experience of love in one sentence. I mean, for me, this was the clearest example of what agape is. I don't know that you've read this author, but happens to be my best friend and soulmate, Mary Jo. And I know you didn't get to read this because it came in a snail mail letter. She was going to school at Kent State working on her PhD. And she would go over there during the week, and I would stay at home with the boys, and we'd learn neat things like the washing machine and cooking and all that wonderful stuff. It was a learning experience. But this was right at the advent of email, and it wasn't that prevalent. And we would write snail mail letters to each other. And in this one letter, she said, I never knew two people could grow apart together so well. Get it? I never knew two people could grow apart together so well. That's agape. Agape recognizes there's a connection that can't be broken. It just can't be broken. But within that connection, there's the respect and the honor given the two solitudes, the two individuals. It's not a love that says, oh, I will become what you want me to become so you can love me. No. And it's not a love that says, I'm going to shape you into the person I want you to be so then I can love you. That's the disappointment of love that many people experience. Instead, it's two people growing apart together so well, experiencing that holy bond of love. I hope to God that every one of us here has been blessed with the experience of that love. And even more so, that we are living in the experience of that love right now. Because it is divine. It's God's love for us. And it is that which holds all of us together. Agape.